B, number 4, layer mask. I'm going to open up both the tiles and the window. In Photoshop, there is directions on this one, and I would highly suggest consulting them in this particular one because they have some specifics here. Let me get started with these tiles. To use, this is a watermark. It's a stock photo image from Shutterstock, and it still has a watermark because it hasn't been purchased. So I'm going to go over to the clone stamp. I'm going to hold down Option, and then that is one way to clone off this area, you know, if you ever want to try out the clone. Notice the opacity, the mode, all those little details, the size of the brush, and you want to get in that similar color space, clone things away. Now, I'm not going to make you sit here and watch me do all of that, but I can also, if I wanted to repeat some of these tiles, if I wanted to make the canvas size bigger, I could make the canvas size larger. Make it 11. And I'm going to hit select all. And I can move that up, hit Command D to unselect, and I could pick out with my marquee. I'm going to select and pick out the best area to copy, and now I'm going to use my hold down. I'm going to use the selection tool, hold down Option. Oops, I just want to select the part that's I circled. And find a nice area for, I think I'm going to have to grab more. Let me go back. And just select the entire bottom area. And I'm going to line up those tiles. I'm going to hold down Option. And I've got it selected with the selection tool now. I'll hold down, once I've got it in the right place, I'm going to select Command D to deselect. Alright, so I think I'm going to select this entire thing, Command A, and I'm going to bring it, so Command A, select all, and then I'm going to cut it, Command X to cut. I'm going to bring it into this document. I'm going to hit Command V to paste it in this document and call it tiles. Now the background, I'm going to make it a layer. By double clicking on it, I'm going to call it window. Okay, so now I'm going to toggle these layers around, and I'm going to use that quick mask with a brush. Click the quick mask. Remember, black has to be in front, and I'm going to select the inside of the window completely. I'm going to do it a little bit super quick and maybe not as clean as I should, because I mean, you always want to pay attention to details and do the neatest job possible for your client's files, but it is, I'm sure, really boring to just watch me sit here and color this in. So just remember, if I toggle these two back, if it has white in front, it erases. And I'm just going to get a super huge brush here for a second and just fill out that space as quickly as possible. Now we're trying to make it look exactly like the directions. I'm going to get one more time right here in this corner. Okay, so now that I'm going to select that area as my quick selection. I want the window, so let me go back to these directions here. I want the layers to look like this. I need to have that quick mask with the tile with the window behind it. So I'm going to toggle these two. I've got that quick mask made. I'm going to select the tiles, and I'm going to click this button right here that is a layer mask. So it is a mask within that layer. I'm going to click that. I need to invert it. So to invert, hit Command Z, by the way. You can always go back in your history. I'm going to go to, let let me see, I'm going to go underneath help and type and invert. I'm not invert. Adjustments, invert. So it's image, adjustments, invert. So what that does is it inverts the selection there. I want to under select invert. That inverse, sorry. Select inverse. Now we've selected it correctly. Now I'm going to do a layer mask, and it's going to cut that window out. There's the magic there. So once again, I had it selected on the inside. I'm going to go to select, not inverse, invert, right? Select inverse. I want to do select inverse, not invert. Select inverse. So it selects the opposite of what I have. Select inverse. Shift Command I. Write that down on your speaky sheet. And then when I'm on the tiles, I'm going to click this in the layer mask, and it will mask out everything. Now, they used a blend mode of Penlight, but it seems like I've done this in the past quite a few times, and Penlight was not the best one. Maybe like Multiply looks better, or Penlight's a bit much. There it is. And then they used an opacity, so it wasn't as strong. And you can play with all of these blend modes to see which you prefer. These are a lot of fun sometimes. Or normal. Normal with an opacity that's not so light. And you can sort of see the cracks there. So look at how my layers are. I have that layer mask with the tiles with the window below it. You don't have to save this. It's not due to turn in, but just so you know how to learn to do a layer mask. And check out those directions if you need to.